Hello, my dear Libra. This is your love and spirituality reading for the time between November 1st and November 15, 2017 with me, Queen of Cups Tarot. So, I now use the Spellcaster's Tarot with Melanie Marquise and illustrated by Scott Murphy. And I will start shuffling your cards. So, Broken Heart Syndrome. I call the Divine with Love and Light, and I call the 4 Archangels in the 4 corners of the world, and I call the 6 elements: Earth, Wind, Fire, Water, Spirit, and Ether to join us here today and to give us a clear view reading for my dear Libra viewers. So I want my dear Libras to have love in their lives and to find themselves in loving relationships. I also want you to have creative success and to be able to walk on your highest path towards your highest destiny. So, my dear Libras, I also want to take the chance to tell you that we will have the full moon in Taurus, the 4th of November. Sun moved out of your sign, Libra, on the 22nd of October and moved into Scorpio. Mars and Venus is in Libra after their kiss in Virgo on the 10th of October. Venus is leaving Mars behind and moving into Scorpio November 8th. See here, Jupiter and Venus is conjunct on the 13th of November in Scorpio. Jupiter moved actually over to Scorpio on the 11th of October. So we will have the new moon in Scorpio November 18. Mercury moves from Scorpio to Sagittarius. Temperance card, so some kind of mixing your waters. Page of Swords, truth is very important, and also negotiation. Temperance card, it's about balance, it's about compromising, it's about meeting a new culture and learning from it. Saturn is moving direct in Sagittarius, and we will have a conjunct of Saturn and Mercury on the 28th of November. Pluto is moving direct in Capricorn. Neptune is moving retrograde in Pisces and will station November 23rd, move direct again November 24th. Uranus is moving retrograde in Aries. So I will just tune in a few seconds. Okay, my dear Libras, the sound that you heard in the beginning, it's a bell to clear the energy in the room and also put me into a little bit more deeper meditative state. Okay, so this is your future, Libra, and this is your now, and this is your past. So your past is probably October, and your now is the first half of November 2017. And the future here is the second part of November going into December. So this is a forecast. It's I'm giving it out kind of 2 weeks ahead of time. So it's a forecast. You might recognize the situation anyway, because you might have been in it for quite some time. That's usually it. It goes like in repetition. So watch it now. Go back and watch it when the period starts, the first of November. And also you can check it again when the period is ending in the middle of November. So you see that you got it all. And also when you have the knowledge, that's when you can see the situation in another perspective that you might not be able to see right now. So the first card for you, Libra, is the 4 of Cups. We saw a lot of 4s with you when I shuffled the cards. You have at least 4 of Swords and 4 of Pentacles, and this is the 4 of Cups. So all the 4s are connected to the Emperor and to the Divine Masculine. I know this card has been haunting you all, but this is the 4 of Cups is usually like a person not taking an offer. But I think this card is showing another dimension of the whole thing, and it's about meditating over your feelings. What do I feel? What do I want? what is the consequences of taking this action, or to follow my feelings like this. So we can see that they have a crab on their headgear, so it's kind of connected to Cancer. Looking in at your emotions, meditating on them. What do they want to tell you? What does it all mean? So kind of this. It's a good card, and I think this is beautiful. Normally, Four of Cups is dreadful. It's like a person that, it's like a person being, running away from their parents, into their room, shutting the door, sulking, wants people to come and comfort them, and maybe they never come, or this, when they actually come, you don't look their way. So it's kind of this energy. You want the attention, but in the same way acting like you do not want it. But here it's another dimension to it. It's like, maybe, especially with Cancer people, if you're dealing with Cancer people, they are very fragile, and also Libra can be very fragile, because you have very strong emotions, and it's might be a need to withdraw from people and ponder over your emotions and stay with them, and get to know them a little better, so you're not so freaked out by them. Okay. So next card here, and we have the Three of Pentacles. So Three of Pentacles is a good card. Three of Pentacles is cooperation. It's like if you have a battle, for example, in a relationship, you can go to someone for counseling. So it's like a battle or a strife inside a partnership or a family, and that it needs to be discussed. There needs to be found a solution. Here is people actually aiming towards solution instead of looking too much on the problem. So it's a very fertile situation. It's promising health, it's promising cooperation, it's promising teamwork, it's promising new experience, also expanding your own mind to be able to see things from a different perspective. You can see with all the fruits here that it's a very luscious card. Three of Pentacles is one of my favorite, because there people are, like, all people are equally invested. It's also connected to number 3, the Empress. So you have an emotional male person that might be sulking a little bit, and female energy. It doesn't have to be a male person, it can be a male energy, like a female acting very male. And so female and male energy, don't mind the sexes, just look at the people in your situation. This is a male person that has a little bit problem of digesting their own emotions, and they need to kind of learn this. Maybe they have been trying to act all cool and be detached and not have any emotion, but still the situation is that you have those emotions, or this person have those emotions. The Three of Pentacles is connected to the Empress. Empress is very outgiving. It wants to fix things, it wants to reach out, it wants to connect, and it's very earthy, so it's very earthbound, stable energy. It's not going anywhere. It's very kind of loyal energy, you can say. So it might be your mother, okay, getting you out from your bedroom, kicking and screaming, and you don't want to. Okay, and here we have a Two of Pentacles. So Two of Pentacles is again this child theme. So Two of Pentacles is someone that's not very skilled in a certain area just yet. They want to be, they are practicing, but they don't have the experience. So you kind of need to learn to crawl before you can walk or even run. And we have a dog here coming with a present also, fetching something. It might be a message coming in, and maybe you're too distracted to see it. The Two of Pentacles is trying to be good at something, trying to excel in something, and kind of being a little bit of a show-off, but in the same time really genuinely wants to learn. So the Two of Pentacles is often connected to changes and adaptability, like being able to adapt to a changeable situation, and also to learn, because it's like putting one foot over the other and getting yourself forward, like moving. But it's also a card about hanging in limbo and being unable to take a decision. It might be like choosing also. Should I go this way? Should I go that way? Do I want to work with this? Do I want to work with that? Do I want to have... Usually Pentacles is about work, money, house, also future, like future plans. As is with the Three of Pentacles, future plans, like health plans. How can we fix this? So maybe you're taking the first steps to fixing some health problem or some emotional problem, or it looks anyway very healthy. It's on a very low numbers, like 4, 3, 2. It's counting downwards to something. So it's not like this big gestures. It's small gestures and careful exploring. We have ships in the background as well. Ships, like, what do you want your ships to come in with? You really need to figure this out. And one way could be to going through your emotions, finding out what's making you happy and what's not making you so happy might be a clue to what you want your ships to come in with. And Three of Pentacles kind of says that you have the skill to make whatever you want happen. It's you have the resources, or you can get the resources. Okay. So I'm not going to organize my cards to death, but okay. So message coming in. You're trying to dribble the ball here, hold this new knowledge or this change into balance, and it's not working. It's not working at all. This is like a shock. It's like something happening that's tearing this beautiful new beginning apart. And so what can I say about this? The Tower is of course connected to protection and shielding and sitting high up in a protected kind of situation. It's also ego, of course, to protect oneself, maybe from others. That lives down here, but now the divine and kind of the people that live down here are cooperating on making a mess of your life. And maybe you made this mess with, you know, dribbling, and maybe you caused some some divine cataclysm with, you know, when someone is dealing with something that they can't really understand, or they are beginning with something, you're going to make mistakes. It's okay. Okay, you burn down the house, so it's still okay. Everything here is it's tangible. Like, we are in this game of life. It's Leela. It's not real. Everything is an illusion. The only thing that's really real, it's your awareness and the love, like the love that you can feel with other people, and the connection, the unity, your own awareness is very important. And here it's like the divine wants you to wake up. Okay, so it's a brutal awakening. You were trying to do something like very balanced and very cautious and kind of thinking before you do something, trying to be a little bit careful, and then, well, it didn't work. It didn't help to be all this careful or trying to be very modest or doing things step by step. It's still this chaos. So the divine is always putting us in a stressful, challenging situation, and we just wants to have peace and quiet. Okay, so someone might have been struck by lightning, like flash, falling in love, like really instantly. So the Ace of Cups was the first card I saw when I opened the deck, together with Three of Swords. So yes, the Tower can definitely cause heartbreak. Tower is when we lose something that we didn't want to lose, and you were so careful, and still this happened. But this is anyway like a new chance of love, a new chance of opening your heart, a new chance of seeing something for real. Maybe you were too cautious, maybe you tried too carefully, maybe you should have been more expressive in some way. The Tower is first, like, it comes with whispering, like it could be a good idea if you expressed yourself in this or that way, and you say, nah, that seems dangerous, I won't do that. And then the Tower comes and it's kind of trying to force you into doing something, and you still, nah, I don't want to do that. And eventually it will crash, like something will happen and kind of force you into the direction that the divine has been giving you all along. So flashes and water, that's a bad combination. Water leads energy very well. I think that Libra might have been shocked in some way or stunned in some way, and the most vulnerable parts within you might have gotten like a torn, or it might be that you are very fragile right now, so everything feels like it might be that you're a little bit over dramatic, because you see here it's a young person, it's a young adolescent or a young man, and here he's trying to do something, he hopes for the best, and it crashes and burns. I don't really know how it could go from, this is changes and this is changes, but this is like step by step, and this is, oh, it wants you to change from alpha to omega over one day. It's a little bit harsh, to be honest, but well, anyway, you seem to survive just fine, as long as you know, be friends with your emotions. So even if you got shocked, so what's the big deal? It's just your emotion. Your emotions are frequencies and vibrations. They are not dangerous. We can dream a dream at night, and you can feel the most amazing feelings. You can feel like everything everything that you can feel in an awakened state. So what we can say is that we can kind of say that the most of your feelings is an illusion. Okay, it's there to guide you in some way. Try to listen to the guidance. Try to not be afraid of the messenger. Like the dog here is coming with a message. Dogs are very open and vulnerable to their own emotion. They are showing love in the most loyal, profound way. I had like a big what's the name in English? I will try to figure this out. Rottweiler. Okay, it was a big Rottweiler. I hope I didn't pronounce it right. I know it, but and I stand on this dog's foot. I didn't realize it, of course. If in that case I wouldn't have stepped on his foot, and I didn't just step on it. I was actually standing on it, and this dog it started to lick my hand and say, "Please, you're standing on my foot." And it took a while before I noticed. And this is how dogs react when people are being a little bit cruel to them or ignorant or, you know, do some stupid things. They are just like, excuse me, please. That really made me open my eyes. Like all the encounters I have had with dogs, they have a really deep unconditional love. It's stretching beyond what you can think is possible. I think that this is no big deal, actually, even if the Tower is there. It's just a test for you to see if you can handle your own emotions, if you can have them and still not kind of break down and become a wet little smudge. They are not dangerous. They want to give you a message, okay? Some kind of message. Try to figure out the message. Don't be so afraid of the messenger, in this case the Tower, okay? It just wants to make you aware of the frequencies of your feelings. So it's like learning a new language, even if in a very direct and blunt way. You know, when you're a little child and you're about to put your hand on the stove, your mother will scream, "No!" You will get really afraid, and there will go like a flash of energy down your spine, and you will get scared. But it's just flash of energy. It's just vibration. It didn't kill you. It scared you. So what is it to be scared? You need to figure this out, because here everything is peace and quiet. You want to have everything in order, in control, balance. You don't want to get scared, and then you get scared anyway. But still, you have this overflowing, beautiful Ace of Cups. It's like having an antenna, being able to connect with other worlds. So this is definitely to teach you how to get messages through your emotions and to find out what's the truth of things, like what is it that you really like and don't like, and what's making you happy and what's not making you happy, and so on. Okay, so it's not it looks sweet, it's just this tower thing that was a little bit disruptive, but well, you try to keep it all together, so that's admirable. But it's typical Libra to try to keep things very leveled, without a pulse, and here it comes like a really strong heartbeat. Okay, so that was in the past, and here we have the now. So the now is Two of Cups. That's about connection between people. It's kind of the opposite about Four of Cups, but maybe you have been in some kind of counseling and now you can get a little bit closer to one another, like connecting to one another. It's like reaching out for another person and showing them the love, like the love that was there, that you found out. So for some of you, you have found like you have found someone that you fell very hard in love with. Maybe you didn't expect it. You went on with your daily business here, just going down the streets, figuring out things for yourself and what to do in the next step, and kaboom, there was this flash of insight, or you just saw this person and instantly you fell in love. So here you was a bit of a loner, here you are a lover, so that's a difference. And oh, here's the Ten of Cups as well. I have had this with many of the readings. It's connected to Scorpio. We are going into Scorpio. This is like the highest form of love in the major arcana, minor arcana, sorry. It's like really connecting between people. This kind of rare safety you can feel with people that really loves you, that you love, and they love you back. They hold your back. They are not going to let you down. So this work that has been done here is kind of paying off in some way. You are getting some healing, getting some better connection, better understanding about one another. So that's rather amazing, actually. So very beautiful. Next card for Libra, really central, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is, of course, Libra. So the Queen of Swords is very admirable, specifically in this card, because you should really check out my School of Tarot. It's number 2. It was actually a review of this deck, but it became like a tarot school with me explaining all the cards. And I was talking about the swords people that came down to earth with like their this new technology, and kind of raised the shamanistic religions that was or the shamanistic people that was already there. But you can see this, she has this black hair that's like of Asian descent. And who are the Asians? Like, yeah, they are the shamanistic people. And she has the sword here, so she's also from the sword people. Actually, the people I saw was Asian people with high technology, but what we can see here on Earth is that Asian people, Inuits, Mongols, Indians, also the Finlandic people, they are also of this Asian descent. They have been pushed out by actually kind of the blonde people that came with new technology. So what I said also in this tarot school is that this has happened a lot of time, like again and again and again. So it's we can't blame any race. Sometimes one is on the top and learning some new technology and kind of wasting away all the other people, and sometimes it's the next one. But here, this is the beautiful combination, like with this girl of shamanistic bloodline. She has the cow here, or the bull, that's from the Hindu religion, with worshipping the mother goddess. Okay, and the swords people kind of killed off the mother goddess people. So here you have everything in the same card. So it's like this high technology, this shamanistic belief, like having this connection with nature, and also the worship of the divine feminine, like worship of life, that what gives you life. So what I've told you, like meeting a new culture, you meet another culture, they are not like you, but you're learning their language, you're learning what all about them, what they like, what they dislike, and eventually you become like so. And the Queen of Swords has become like so. She's everything. She's both smart and technological. She also has this shamanistic ancestral line, and she has the worship of the mother goddess, love, life, peace, prosperity. So it seems very good. The best of all the worlds being connected in one entity, and that's you, Libra. So don't feel too much of responsibility here. Okay, and here we have the Temperance card. So that's also what I told you with this meeting a new culture and taking in what they have to learn. So if you have a really difficult person, really difficult person in your life causing havoc and destruction, like these swords people did in this this story I tell you in this School of Tarot, that's an ignition. Like when someone comes and wrecks whatever it is that you have, that's kind of a the shooting, like the start, how do you say shot? Like when you shoot and everyone runs, okay? Start shooting, I don't know. When this first shot anyway is heard, you start something new. You have been in this tower, you lived here, everything was peaceful, everything was nice, and then you get this ignition. It's like a new culture. It might bring you to your knees and kill you off, but if you survive, the ones that survive will learn this new culture, and you will actually become richer for it. Not just you that met this new culture, but also the new culture that came and met you. As I told them there, that like swords people will get a heart. Here you have your heart. And the other ones, the shamanistic or the very like mother worshipping nature kind of people, they will be able to defend themselves. So mission completed. Okay, now both have a heart and both can defend themselves. So it's like the persons that were 100% very efficient, technological, didn't have a heart, and these people that have a heart, they could heal, they were in tune with nature, so they were 100% like themselves, and then they meet this new and they become like 200%. They know twice as much now, so that's a big win. Okay, so the next of cards is the Sun card. So the Sun is it's your soul. So this is usually how a person should be built, like this, not like this maybe, but more like this. This is your soul, this is your like the emotions in your body. And this is your Merkaba, like how your magnetic field works, and you're starting to heal yourself. You're becoming more and more an enlightened entity. The Sun card is usually connected to Leo, but here I see it's more kind of connected with Gemini. You see there's two twins here. Often in the Sun card you can see two twins connecting this to Gemini. So 19 Sun is kind of the highest card for love in the whole deck, and you have also this. So it seems like you have met someone like a real big love. You don't have the Lovers card. Lovers is when you meet and you kind of fall in love. So we can say it's kind of the Two of Cups here. And the 14 Alchemist card is when your demons play so well with one another, because you're attracted with one another because you're so different. One person is having this mental capacity and being very cool and detached and whatever, and the other one has a big heart but is also maybe a big wimp. This is why you are attracted by each other, and you learn, okay, by this battle, and eventually it will be like this, and that is when you have become a whole person. So two whole persons joining together in holy matrimony because they share a very deep love. So that's very beautiful. And it's also, the Sun is truth, enlightenment here is truth, and the Sun is truth. So it's very high frequency vibration. So whatever happened here with the Tower, it was kind of telling the truth or showing you the truth, and the truth was something with your heart, and the enlightenment that will come for having a beating heart. Relationships are wonderful. You are meeting your shadow, like your other half, and well, that's your spiritual sadhana. That's your road to getting to know yourself better, expanding yourself, and going on a new adventure, becoming more than you were before. So definitely Libra are becoming more than you were before. Maybe it's a little bit shocking to hear, but is a very big, beautiful love situation, and it might be brand new, like you just went here with your daily business, thinking about your stuff, and then falling flash in love. Beautiful. Okay, so this is your future. We'll see how you will handle this love, Libra, because I know that you are seen with the cards that you're very careful and very, you don't expose yourself very much. And in a love relationship, you need to expose yourself so the other person knows that you are there, so they don't feel so alone in the relationship. You can't hide. If you do, you will come out as very cold and not loving. Okay. Oh, beautiful. We have a 9 of Cups here. So with the 2 of Pentacles, you can actually see this yin and yang symbol on their hat, and that's kind of those two different cultures that meet. Okay, and in the end they will be like one another. And you can see here 2 of Coins, like going about trying to fix something, it's like being in limbo maybe a little bit, and well, not really having a plan. And then 10 of Cups, and then 9 of Cups. 9 of Cups is a wish card. So you can wish for whatever you want, and you will probably get it. The clue is to wish for what you want, but kind of not be detached to the outcome. Just continue on your, everyday life and see what comes back to you, like being a little bit curious about what's come back to you. And I see that you have done a very good job here with the 4 of Cups, the 2 of Cups, the 9 of Cups, to really figure out what it is that you want and what it is that's going to fulfill your needs. I think you will have a wish granted here, Libra. It seems like you will have a wish granted. Something that you have been wanting will actually be presented to you. So that's very beautiful. Oh, I'm sorry. I've seen this in many of the readings actually right now. So it seems like people are not really ready to handle love relationship. It's dynamite. You need to be careful. You can't go around like playing people's heart. It's the 10 of Cups, the 10 of Swords, like someone having your back and someone like stabbing you in the back. That's miles apart. That's again Alpha and Omega. Something has happened that's really like it wasn't expected. It's much like the Tower, and it seems it's repeating itself here, being under attack in some way. 10 of Swords, it's asking you a question. It says, can you change your ways? Can you change your old beliefs? Can you leave them behind? Because this is the back that's being stabbed through. So it's kind of your old backbone, the old way that you have lived your life, how you kept yourself safe. It's not going to work apparently, or it's actually coming from you. If you see here, you have the Tower, you have the Queen of Swords, you have the 10 of Swords. So what are you up to, Libra? Of course, someone might do this to you as well, but I don't see who. Is it this person that's trying to, work out problem solutions and hold your back? Or is it this person that you love? Of course, people that you love, they have like the greatest power over you, and maybe you don't like that. Maybe it's scary for you that other people might have power over you. But when we hold each other's back like this, power is not, it's not significant anymore, because we share the power. We are equals. We are not like above and below. It's not this Two of Pentacles kind of thingy to try to win. It's more about sharing and trying to be good for others. Like if you find a partner that you love this much, try to make this person happy, male or female. Try to make them happy. Try to listen to them, what they need, what they want, what's going to because you are figure out here what you want and what you need. Try to figure out what the other person wants and what the other person's need, and see if you can meet somewhere, you know, in the middle. Okay. Ten of Swords is awful feeling, but we will see with the next card. It seems like you have maybe this is what you're so scared of, you know, when you're really high up, you're maybe scared to fall really quickly down, so it's maybe best to be down all the time. So this is a little bit of a pessimistic view on life. Okay, so next card is an Ace of Pentacles, so that's a new chance. Okay, you have the Two of Pentacles here, Queen of Swords, and Ace of Pentacles. You also have the Ace of Cups between the Temperance card and the Ace of Cups there. So Ace of Cups, Temperance card, Ace of Pentacles, and here you have Two of Pentacles, Queen of Swords, Ace of Pentacles. So this is a new chance. Okay, you can try again. You were trying something here and it ended up in the Tower, and now you have wished for something and it ended up in the Ten of Swords, and here you have a new chance. So okay, this is you're new to this. It's something that you are doing, you are new to this, or the other person is very new to this. So trial and error. it's going to be just fine. Ace of Pentacles is a very good card. It's a lot of potential in that. It's like opening the door to your paradise. But it seems like your paradise is going through some kind of cultural differences, or maybe different religion, different worldview, different way of feeling secure. Maybe you are feeling secure when we do this, and the other person is feeling secure when we do this. So, okay. But the Ace is so a new beginning. I think I saw this with you the last reading as well, that you have these beautiful cards, like with a new chance. So not all is lost. It's still okay. I might take that back. Okay, so Temperance card. We see here that, well, it didn't work out. Okay, it didn't work out. This is it's almost like something being like you tried here. It's an egg, it's an embryo, and it didn't work out, or something like that. Was you had a chance with it, and it ended up like in misfortune, or death, or blood spilled, or heartbreak, or whatever. But you have a lot of cups here in your cups in, not polices, but cups. Ace of Cups, Two of Cups, Four of Cups, Five of Cups, Nine of Cups, 10 of Cups. Okay, so you're working through this with the emotions, and you're a little bit of a beginner, so you can't like make masterful paintings the first time you try it out. You need to try many times until you get it right. Okay, so misfortunes and mishappenings is why we are here. We are here to be challenged. We are here to be to go through hardship and hell, to be honest. And here you are, and it's for a good reason. You see why you are feeling attacked, and like people hate you and not loving you, not holding your back, betraying you, backstabbing you. It's for a reason. It's something that you need to learn here. And it's also compromises, and like when you meet a new culture and they are looking at you like you are really stupid because you don't know their ways. You need to learn those ways before you can look less stupid. So that might be one clue. Like if you are in a new situation, try to learn everything about this. Try to really get to know the other person, this what they really want, what they need, their dreams, so you can help them and meet them halfway. Okay. So I've seen this also with a lot of the others I have done. Sagittarius definitely had this. Leo had this kind of situation as well. Maybe also Virgo. Capricorn was a total disaster. Taurus were onto something. We have heartbreak here and Leo, Gemini. So that might be for some of you. And here's Sagittarius. You have your card Libra here. You might be with another Libra or a Gemini, like another air sign. There's air here as well. You have a lot of cups card. So Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio might be giving you love, it seems, but also hell to pay. Okay, so last card here is a Five of Wands. So fives are connected to the High Priest card, the Hierophant card. It's like culture. Okay, it's like a culture that has decided upon something, like this is the way to do things and there's no other way. And they are very stubborn. They have power and authority, and the one that knows all the rules of this society or this culture, they will be like high ranked individuals. But with this five, the Taurus five, comes all the, like the Five of Wands, competition, Five of Cups, heartbreak, Five of Swords, being defeated, Five of coins, being left out in the cold. So when you try to join a group and they don't let you in, this is how you will feel. And also, when you meet a group, like another culture here that has another worldly view, you might start to fight about who's right. But you can see that all people here are blindfold, except actually the Asian person here that I said was these awful swords people that came with, you know, this new technology and burned our world. This is the one that is waking up here and doesn't argue, doesn't go into the battle, but actually seeing what's going on. So with the fives, it's definitely, it's disharmony, it's disruption, it's misfortune, it's people not getting along, but it's like a new chance to fix this, to get to know this other culture. Ask them, why are you hurting? Why are you angry? How can I help? So, yes, this is when you meet someone for the first time, everything is so beautiful with this person. They are so perfect. But then you've been with them for a week and this is what you end up with. And this is why love is your spiritual path, because it's wonderful. This is going to teach you a lot of things. You are going to know so much more. It's like if you're a man, you're going to learn a lot about females. If you're in the same opposite sex relationship, and the other way around. And if you meet a person that's totally different from you, you will know them inside out after battling this out. It needs to be battled out. Okay, so I will take some cards from the astrology reading cards by Alison Custer Lambert, to see. We have the 12th house. This is the area of your life that is overwhelming. You yield to a greater cause of power. Okay, and we have Venus here as well. This part of that desires beauty, success, indulgence, and valuables. So it's like a honey trap here. The divine is putting up a honey trap for you. They're making you fall in love and then making you feel overwhelmed. So that's how they roll. Okay, and here we have the 9th house. Broadening your horizons, either spiritually, academically, or on a long journey. So this is meeting new cultures, meeting new people, getting to know them. Like instead of just trying to imprint, making them into a copy of you, you try to get to know who they are and what they stand for, and you learn from them and they learn from you. And not all is lost for you, Libra. You that's looking for love here, because you have the 8th house. This is transformational area of your life. It's about shared resources and intense emotions. So it's about standing out to be with people, even if they are not seeing things your way, and still loving them and still getting along. So, wonderful. I will also take a card for you from the Oracle of Visions by Cyril Marchetti. And the first card is, it's like a chapter in a new book. You need to look yourself in the mirror and make a new start. There's a new door open. It's connected to this ace, and we can see the sun shining in here. This is what you need to do. Give yourself more chances to learn. The sun is about seeing things like very clear. Also the most hideous arguments. Okay. And here we have like narcissistic tendencies. So if you know that you have the tendencies to become a little bit self-absorbed, then you need to reach out and try to get to know other people too. Or it might be that you're dealing with a narcissistic personality that's all about them. But either or, if you learn this, maybe you are a person that's only thinking of others and need to learn more think about you. And they think only of themselves and need to learn to think about you. Okay, so it's something with this. Being self-absorbed, thinking that you have all the answers. You have wished for this, you wanted this battlefield, and now you get it. So you have wished for love, and you didn't know that there was going to be a sword hidden underneath the wings of love, but it's there for you becoming like a more educated spiritual being. And we have two faces of mankind. So this is what I've been talking about all along. You need to get to know this other culture, how they work. You have it on your hat here, and you're trying, but it didn't go very well. I see that, but it's no. You can still try. So huntsman, it means that Libra needs to go out and get what they want. You can't sit in your room and wait for someone to come and comfort you, or to tell you where to go. You need to reach out to the thing that you want. If it's worth having, it's worth fighting for, okay? So first I will read to you two faces of mankind. Where there is a feminine, there is a masculine. A negative needs a positive, and vice versa. You cannot create a harmonic vibration without first acknowledging and accepting the balance of yin and yang in your life. It is the law of vibration and energy, which is ever evolving. Okay, and the huntsman. I was actually getting like a flash. I had a dream about person walking down the street. I was walking behind this person, and they were struck by lightning and divided into two. Okay, two faces of mankind. So what you see on the outside of you, it's also on the inside of you. It's maybe that what they needed to learn. They lost their life in the process, but I guess they got enlightened at the spot there. And it was just a dream, of course. Okay, to survive, we need the hunter instinct and be ready to put it into action. To go out into the world and take what is truly ours. This vibration is engaging and powerful, so be careful how you use it. Make sure your intent is of pure heart and provide a source of nourishment to your soul. Don't just kill for killing's sake. Only take what you need when you need it. Actually, for the Sagittarius reading, I say they're coming in for the kill. Might that have been you, Libra? That's Sagittarius, a fire sign. Okay. So I hope this helped. It was a really interesting reading, fun to do. Well, I hope you liked it too, and you're welcome back to view my next reading for Libra that will come in the middle of November. We see here in the beginning of the November for the second part of November readings. I'm thinking about other things now. I'm sorry. My brain left the building. So meet me here again, beginning of November, for your later part of November readings. Okay, bye-bye.